Hello and welcome to Bitcoin 10x. Hi there guys, so Grumpy Finance, they have actually rebranded. I have just done a live AMA with two of the developers, two of the team behind the project. It's a brand new team and people know that they are rebuilding. So I just wanted to know a couple of things about the project, and the meme coin industry in itself is absolutely exploding. So here I've got two chaps from the Grumpy Finance team. Just after the video, I'm just going to revert back and just see what you think of the video. Now, at the end of this video, there'll be a link in the description if you want to volunteer. So they're a community-driven project. So hit me up in the description below. And if you want to get involved with Grumpy Finance, let me know and I'll put you in touch with the team. Enjoy the video, guys.
Sorry, I mean...
Fit me then. You're right.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, very well. Been reading a lot on the old internet about Grumpy, obviously. So, lots going on.
Yeah, quite a lot of things to explain. Really, as we were saying to Skin, and I was saying to you, writing down, is so much to explain that if I had to write down, man, I'll write down a book. So I'll get better now. Skin or myself, we make you like 5 cents, and if you think you have something in there, go for it. If not, we can always make another meeting and explain you in detail what did happens. So once and all the community know the truth, believe it or not, and we can stop asking the same questions over and over.
I mean, I have a point about the TA. Like, before of course, we had a lot of hype surrounding Grumpy. Mm-hmm. You can see that in the chart, obviously. Yeah. But there wasn't a true product in place yet. Like, it was all built on the hype. When more of the truths came above waters, people saw that it wasn't as good as it seemed to be. And then we just had the CND and just bad news after bad news. But at least the way I see it, the project is not dead yet. So if we can get a real use case going, then I think we can capture value again. That's how I see it, at least.
There's definitely an audience out there, because from what I'm reading, there were maybe 1 or 2 bad blog posts that were taken down. But if you look at all of the YouTube channels that have done a video on Grumpy Finance, none of them are saying any bad things about it. There's a lot of, there's a big community out there wanting to push Grumpy Finance out there for people to see. And that's really where I want to come into it, is get a decent video out there about the roadmap, especially from my first video to now. The roadmap looks fantastic. And then the CND letter to CoinGecko, was that the sabotage letter?
I mean, Tapatan's lawyers have sent that CND to a lot of places, not only CoinGecko, also to Whitebit, Uniswap, etc. Yeah.
So the key areas, I was bringing up the coin market cap chart, because we're still on there, and there was a 13% rise today. So kind of capture the positives out of, like I said, the roadmap, the fact that it's still on coin market cap. You can still buy it on 1 inch, and there's Penguin Swap.
Yeah, like the way Uniswap works is that they have a protocol in place on which like any ERC20 token can be traded on, but to be able to access the protocol, you need an interface, and we have been blocked from the interface, from an official Uniswap interface. But like, we can use something like Penguin Swap, that is more like of a community-driven interface for the protocol, and there we haven't been blacklisted. So the Uniswap liquidity pool is still accessible in a way, just not the official way.
And then how far are we ahead with Binance Smart Chain? Because that would put us on PancakeSwap as well.
To be honest with you, well, there has been some faults surrounding that, but nothing finalized or something like that. Like, we had our hands full with with other
Yeah, I
stuff.
would say right now we're more like consolidating the project, trying to do the project what it had to be to begin with, and yeah, just legalizing everything because we want to do the things right, and that take time aside from the cease and desist that we are also on it.
Yeah, because we have been actively taking steps to comply with everything that the CND is mentioning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's understandable. So, and then the team as well. It's brand new from about 14 days ago.
Yeah, like I myself
2
joined
weeks.
the project on the 18th of March.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I bought in on the 14th, and I joined like the core group. I guess I joined at around the 18th of March.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think
So like we're the core group that is in place at the moment are just some really dedicated people, dedicated volunteers that just want to see this project, legitimized.
Okay. Good. And obviously, from what I'm seeing in the background as well, all the admins are really kind of looking after the community and that as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is a community-driven project after all.
I mean,
Yeah.
the community is where the value lies. The token is like it's the community that is all the value here. If that makes sense, that's how I see that.
And then the NFT side, obviously NFTs are massive at the moment. What's the drive behind that? Are we getting NFT out there?
I mean, we wanted to we have some very talented NFT creators, artists, I'd say, and there have been some plans to ask people to donate their work, their NFTs, for us to sell or for themselves to sell and to donate those. How do you call that? Those proceeds from those auctions to donate those to the charity drives, etc.
And then there's 4 charity drives per month, I believe, at the moment. So is there another one lined up?
Well, right now we're putting everything in place for us to bring sustainable charity drives. Yeah. One way of that is to have a multi-signature wallet in place. That means a wallet which needs more than one person to sign a transaction off. So no one person could steal any funds from the wallet if he was even amongst our midst.
Yeah.
But to develop such a wallet takes some time. I think it's at the final stages, but yeah, we're not there yet.
So it's like with any company really. There's a new team. I was talking about a project last year. You may have heard of it. It's HoloToken, so it's not related to meme coins or anything. And HoloToken were really pushing out their technology, and the team fell apart. They absolutely fell apart, and they had to rebuild their project, their technology, the team, and it pushed the project back about 6 months.
Yeah, HoloChain, right?
Yeah, HoloChain. That's it. And just in the last 2 weeks, they've exploded. They've done really well.
Yeah, man. I'm sad that I didn't buy in earlier. I've known about the project for 2-3 years at this point.
Yes. So I mean, it does take time, unfortunately, to build teams and get the word out there. So obviously, new website coming. The Twitter and social media, Reddit, everything's there. What needs fixing now before the marketing campaign goes out?
I think what's necessary at the moment is that we need to attract dedicated talent, people who have a lot of time on their hands who help out but aren't necessarily expecting pay from it. Volunteers, just we need good talented dedicated volunteers.
Also, a common goal for you is we all win in that situation, so that's what we try to see the people. It's not just them, it's also the animals, the project. Is that we always say is a community driving project, because that's what we really want to do.
Well, I've got 4 children. I was just explaining before the call out to get rid of them. They're all upstairs playing and that. So I've got 4 children, and I chose 4 projects. And Grumpy Finance in particular was for my eldest daughter. So investment went into the project. And obviously in the background, when that grows, obviously the money that grows for me goes towards a college university, and she,
I know the feeling.
in particular, she wants to be a vet. So she's very much a cat lover anyway, and we're dubbing her as the crazy cat lady. So when she moves out, she's probably going to have about 30 cats. So this particular project really suits the family as well.
I also was really attracted to the use case.
Yeah.
I was really sad to see that like the people who like took charge of the project earlier, that they weren't serious about it, man.
Yeah,
I really wanted them to be serious so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing now.
Exactly.
Is it, like I say, along with the rebuild of the team, roadmap, and everything else that's in place, like I say, community driven as well, and people actually like that. From what I'm reading from other projects as well on Twitter, people actually love sitting behind community driven projects. So that's a message that we certainly need to get out there.
Exactly.
Good.
Yeah,
Because it's also just the truth, That's how we at the core team we see it as that just any, like I said, any talented, dedicated person could like rise up the ranks to say it like that, and help out in a real way, have real input and stuff.
Yeah, if we just have ranks, is to keep an organization, but we don't really have ranks. Everyone apports what he have to apport.
Yeah, if you see talent, we'll try to get him amongst us,
Yeah, I mean,
we don't want to see that talent go to waste.
This is it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mainly so the audience can see that there is a team working on this very, very hard, and I've got stuff to show them as well on top of the AMA, and then in maybe 1 or 2 weeks, do a longer one. Maybe do a 30-minute AMA and tell people where the project is and how far it's come over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up for that. Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Definitely. Okay. Well, so I'll get some sort of Q&As up on the channel. What I can do as well in the description, I can ask that if anyone's interested to be part of the community as a volunteer.
That's always nice to have such like a job offer, I guess, out there. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, we appreciate that. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. And I'll tell you one thing that I'm looking at, and I've been looking at it for about a week now, is trying to connect animal lovers with the crypto industry. So find out how we can sort of get in contact with animal lovers who are also crypto traders. So that's something I'm looking at the moment. I'm trying to put feelers out there.
The most easiest way to approach that is to just make the token more accessible, and we're looking for ways to do that. Yeah, shelter to donate to in a way, but like that comes back to the accessible part of things at the moment.
Yeah, I think really accessible like in the long term with the fork and everything.
Yeah, exactly. That's something to work out over a longer time period, but not for the short term.
Okay, no, it's food for thought, and it's definitely something that's it's a clever way to get out there. So I spotted the vote actually on Twitter. I spotted the European kind of Asia vote on where people want the donation to go, and I think Europe won, didn't it? The public vote on where to donate next I think it was Europe.
Yeah, I think it was Europe too.
Yeah. So.
But we have like a list. We have like a list compiled of a few possible shelters already. I think we even had contact with some of them in case they were chosen.
And do the things right. So the last thing we want is to defraud anyone.
Yeah, but like you have to set the things up right for that. You have to set up the right foundations for that.
Yes,
and we're looking into how to do that the best way. Right. We're of course trying to keep this as decentralized as possible. So
yeah, as you can tell, we are well entertained.
Yes, like I said, I mean, obviously speaking to you guys today has been really good insight. And then, like I say, I'll pop a video together. Hi there guys, so thanks for staying around until the end of the video. Now, as suggested at the beginning of the video, I just want to hear your thoughts about what you think about Grumpy Finance. So hit your comment in the description below. What I would like to hear back is, obviously it's a community driven project, so no one gets paid for doing this. So to look after the community, so it's a complete set of volunteers that are actually helping push the marketing, the PR, look after the website, look after the coding and push the token. And then they do all of the Twitter feeds and everything for free. And they're doing this to raise money for charity, the token itself, so they can raise money to protect animals. And I think it's a really nice idea. And there are a few meme coins out there that do a similar thing. But in particular, there was some sabotage that they were completely transparent about in the lead up. So as you may have heard regarding this CND letter. There was a sabotage letter that went out to try and upset the apple cart, and it was unfair. And then lots of volunteers came on board. They've been in the team for about 14 days, and they're trying to help push this project for free, which I think is a wonderful thing to watch people come together and actually try and grow a project from nothing. Is a great achievement. So if you like the sound of Grumpy Finance, they've rebranded, they're protected model, they're pushing the project. If you want to help the project at all in any way, let me know what your skill set is. I'll have a chat to the guys. Now, just to make it clear, I've got no affiliation with Grumpy Finance. I decided to talk to the guys. I believe there's a release of a white paper, there's a new website coming out, there's loads of Twitter feeds happening, there's another donation, there's another charity that they want to donate to. But they're still building the foundations. They want to put everything in place first and then start a massive launch and massive marketing campaign. So if you like the sound of that and you want to invest in the token, that's completely your choice. I am not a financial advisor. The one thing I will say is I have invested in the token myself. So if you like the sound of that and you want to get involved, send me a message and I'll put you in touch with the team. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Bye bye.
Wow.